So we're getting close to the end. I wanted to congratulate you. You've almost learned the wonderful art of palm reading in less than 2 hours by now, bit by bit. And it is kind of an exciting journey. I'm sure it's more than what you expected. So I wanted to take a pause and let you kind of take a breather before we move on into the logistics, which are the tassels and the chains and the intersecting lines. These get a little bit more complicated and in depth because just like a map, they will connect the main lines. And they do have profound effects on people's main lines, which we have already discovered was very general, but now is going to get into a lot more detail. Um, and this does take a lot more attention and more intuition. Um, Tassels and intersections, chains, breaks all work like a wiring system, and like a system one is connected to the other. So these are the tiny little variations in the lines that are going to determine a lot of things according to what we've learned so far. But I don't want you to get nervous or scared or lost. Um, they all do conjunct with each other. They have some sort of effect. They're all there for a reason. Um, for example, each tassel is the equivalent of an experience or in a person, something that occurred that affected that person. A tassel that would connect from a heart line to a headline would have had a big effect on that person. That is an experience or a person that they loved, whomever, a loved one that is connected to their thoughts and their memories. They either think of them maybe in a good way or they remember them badly and they can't seem to forget and let it go. So these are the things that you have to determine. Yes, there's tassels, that are going to connect all the time, but can you tell if that's a good effect or a bad effect? A lot of times you will need some validation to read these little tiny lines, what we call reading between the lines, right? So next is roadmap time. How do these little side streets meet up? What do they mean? Where do they go? Um, and putting like the dots together, connecting the dots, putting up the timeline in this area of your life. Something occurred that affected you mentally, and it made you change the way you do things, think, act. It happens all the time, you know. So don't be so surprised that you see big O intersections connecting your main lines and changing people's lives. Okay, that's the next lesson. Um, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, on my last video, I want you to have something a little bit to look forward to. I am going to go out in public and I'm going to ask a complete stranger if I could give them a quick palm reading. And we're going to see their reactions to what we know about their shape, size, general kind of thing, and how accurate it really is just at first glance. We'll see how many people we can freak out, and that'll be fun. Okay. Um, and at the end, when we are finally done, which I think we have 2 videos left, and honestly, that's it. The rest is research and finding your own style. What is it that you like? What is your point as a reader, etc., etc. Um, and yeah, I'm going to put a compilation of all my bloopers together for you. I have plenty that I've just kind of put aside. Um, but it happens, so thought I'd share those with you too. They're silly, they're fun. Hope you like them, okay? And I do. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you connect with people. My main purpose for doing this is to reach out and make connections that last, okay? There are too many children in this society now that are suffering from broken homes, who are unwanted because people didn't really know what they were getting into before. hand. And so if you have that little bit of advantage, then it kind of gives all our future children the advantage too of being able to grow up in a loving home that encourages them to be their best. Okay, and that's again a good thing. So we'll leave on that note, and thank you. Mwah! It's wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye.